Hi, my name is TJ Benedict, and I'm a senior in the Jepson School of Leadership Studies. Today I'm interviewing Jamelle Bouie, Chief Political Correspondent with Slate and a political correspondent with CBS. Mr. Bouie, what leadership role do you think the media plays today in today's political atmosphere?
I think that given a lot of the controversy around this new administration's approach towards the media, given its propensity for not telling the whole truth with members of the press, I think right now the leadership role of the media is simply to be as honest and forthright and truthful as possible, and to kind of maintain the integrity that comes with being a journalist, and that comes with being concerned with the truth and with the facts.
Mm-hmm. And what correlations do you see between historical civil rights movements and today's social movements?
Looking at the big ones, right? So you have Black Lives Matter, which everyone knows. You have Fight for 15, which is the minimum wage movement. You have kind of a swirl of other movements across the country, and you have kind of a somewhat resurgent labor movement in terms of its level of activism. I'd say they're all both drawing on the lessons of past movements and the lessons of past ways of organizing, and also trying to learn from those mistakes. And that's where the continuity lies. So Black Lives Matter, for example, is drawing from kind of the organization and the discipline of the earlier civil rights movement, but is also learning from mistakes. It's kind of, I wouldn't call this a mistake, but it's less hierarchical, it's more diffuse.
And what advice do you have for students at the end of their college careers looking forward?
I would say, I'm trying to think, I'm not that much older than you, I think. I'm only 29. Mm-hmm. So this was like 7 years ago for me. Exactly 7 years ago. I would say two things. First, if you're looking forward to graduation, which is to say that you're still in college, like totally enjoy the fact that you have a remarkable amount of free time. And you have kind of you're in this unique environment of learning and socializing and everything. But beyond that, I would say don't worry too much. I mean, I didn't study journalism. This time, 7 years ago, I wasn't sort of looking forward to getting into journalism. I was kind of just like looking for something to do. And maybe I would find a job and like apply for law school or apply for grad school or something. And I kind of just fell into journalism over the course of a year, over the course of the year after college. And I know a lot of people who have ended up in their eventual careers and professions, not because they studied them in college, but because a variety of circumstances or opportunities opened up that just kind of took them to see what would happen. And I find that that's probably a more normal path than people realize. And so I would say, don't sweat it too much. You'll probably be fine. Mm-hmm. If you're worried about what you're going to do afterward. And if you're not worried about it, then like seriously enjoy this last chunk of time.
Thank you. That was really reassuring. So I guess, did you really picture yourself where you are in your career when you graduated from college, and how did you get to where you are now?
I did not picture myself in this career period, much less doing pretty okay for myself. I think when I was graduating from college, I literally was just looking for some way to pay rent for the next couple months. And I didn't actually get my first journalism job until the year after I graduated, after kind of a period of freelancing and doing work here and there. And to be honest, I've been writing for about almost 7 years now, and I've had a couple different jobs in the industry. And for each one, I've always been asked sort of like, oh, what do you think, what are your goals? Where do you want to be? And I never have an answer for it. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of just like seeing where this is going. Mm-hmm. Which is to say that when I got my first job in journalism, I didn't envision myself to be in a particular place any particular amount of time. My whole focus has just been to do the best work I can, to take advantage of this job where I can read and talk to people and learn, and translate that stuff into something digestible for people who don't have the same time or opportunities, and really do the best I can at that, and we'll see where it takes me and what happens.
Awesome. Thank you so much for agreeing for this interview and for participating in the Jepson Forum. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, TJ.